So this is Lady Necrosa. It's bones, something in Latin, and then Necrosa because she has flowers. So Rosa, Necrosa is Necrosa. Makes sense? Something similar to that. So this is more for like advanced to cover. So like you got multiple tattoo disciplines. Loads of line work there, as you can see. Loads of shading, loads of packing. That shading is actually a color. See, there's no color, color. So that gray is actually a color. That chest, bra, boob area, that is no shaded. Loads of different techniques. So if you wonder where is this is inside the school. I have filmed all of this from 0 to 100, so from stencil to a finished piece, all completed, done. And every single smallest decision was filmed, recorded, and explained for people, students who want to learn. As you can see, I've done many small details, but not so tiny, so they wouldn't merge or blend into each other. When it comes to hair, obviously, you can add more details in the hair because when it comes to hair, if they blur more, cool, that looks more natural. If you make it busy, it looks more natural. If you add extras, look natural. Even if you can take few away, it'll look natural. It's cool. So the details are as small as they would actually last on the person, and then anything smaller than that, there's not really a point doing that. This will massively accelerate your tattooing learning skills because you experience everything. Loads of line work. So you're gonna have like hours of lining, hours of shading, hours of black, hours of even the face. All that takes hours, and that means learning. So what like if you think about learning how to drive a car, if you drive there for like 2 days, what can you learn? Nothing. But if you drove for hours, you can drive a car. Same here. Face becomes like the main focal point. She's like the main character. I purposely made the face, the forehead, a little bit more like a human neck feeling or the bone feeling, the bone structure on the bottom. So that was intentional. That was by accident. The flow is pretty cool. You see the face, you go back to the face, nice. You go back and forwards, and then the more you look at it, the more you realize, damn, there's this, and then there's so much to see, so much to notice, so much to conquer. So in this piece, you learn about portraits quite a lot. As much as we do boning, it's still a face, it's still a facial features, the eyes, nose, lips, teeth, the jaws, jaw lines. You do learn. It's kind of like the what's underneath the human skull's portrait. So you get quite good. Obviously, the eyes themselves, the lip structure, how to make nice shiny lips, the jaw. The neck is kind of human neck, so that's that. Then it comes into necklaces. But it's a good expression and good experience how to deal with schools, how to make bones bony, how to make light light and dark dark. You can see that I've shaded loads, and if anything I've shaded more grey underneath than you can see because all the dark tones here underneath the red, it's actually black and grey. I've did that. So black, you get loads of black and grey, black and grey, black and grey, and as much as this is in color, the opaques, it's still black and grey in a sense, but it's just in the color. So in this piece, you really learn how to do blending, but how to make it solid. How to do solid, and you blend here. It's blending, solid, solid, blending, blending, solid. There's both of them, even in black and gray and the color. And the key is to avoid smudgy shading. It needs to be flawless. See those boobs? I don't know how they say it loud, but chest, really nice. What we have is quite limited color palette, so we only have like reds, orange, and green. That's it. And then black and gray is a black and gray, but when it comes to color, that's all we have, and that is the reason why they become the main focal points. If you have too much color in your piece, if you go like this, so much, it's really confusing for the human eye to really understand what am I looking at, what's actually happening, what is the main character, where's the main thing. Whereas here, you know exactly what's the main character. She is the main character. There's no confusion of what's happening where. So mostly when I tattoo, I do hot and cold. So I got cold colds and hot hots, or blacks and lights. I don't really try to do too much mediums. As you can see here, is pretty much the same. And what we're trying to do is to prevent color overload. Less colors is more, and you can see there's some Japanese tattoos as well where body is just done with a black and red. That's it. And if you look at other pieces that I've done, yellow dominating, and then the ones above, it's also red, yellow. That one has more. If I drew any more pink, that's pink and black, red and black, 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 black. It's pretty simple, pretty chill colors. So you can see the red dominates in this building a lot. Even my station is in red. Simple colors is better than many colors. When it comes to jewelry, it's really hard to do so many circles the same length. So you're gonna learn an activity over again, over and over and over. And to shade them in, it's over and over and over again. So it's really good patience, good really tactic and consistency, learning and training. It's good. It's good to have really good both with P. So you can see that these colors are used strategically, not just kind of like placed randomly wherever. Overall, we have loads of those. Those are probably my favorite ones. All the pearls I've done in my life, probably she has my favorite ones. And then nice fabric. How to make fabric. That's really nice. I know it's glowing from like all the lights in the room. I have 2 lights, 2 lamps, so there might be some glow, but hopefully in the video it captures and it doesn't get too glowy. Layering of the hair, how one goes above and that goes above down, that goes above down, all the color theory behind that. Imagine how he was so busy, so much to go on, so many lines, so much like, what am I doing? Busy. To find any information online how to do pieces like this because it's so busy, so detailed. So if anything, like, you'll be lucky if you see one filmed like in a couple of minutes, not even explain by step what to do, why to do, where to do, where do we start, what do we do afterwards, what gets first done, what gets second done. Like all these, imagine like if I would have come across the information like this years ago when I started tattooing first, like if I had this information available to me, it would be so like mind bending. It would be amazing. There is no structure online how to do stuff like this. There's no structure, no guidance, no explanations, no like nothing is. But now there is. I've filmed this, posted this. Lots of students have tried already. They have done in black and gray and they have done in color. So a lot of people have dared to do this. I probably wouldn't say if you first start tattooing to go for this, but when you're like 2, 3, 4 years in and you want to upgrade some skills, you want to get into this next level and you want to experience what feeling it is to have something like this done in front of you, and you look at it and you're like, hell yeah. And imagine clients come in and they look at this piece and they're like, huh, you actually did that? And then you're like, yeah, you can touch it. Like, no way, you actually did that. This kind of piece really is a skill. So you learn to do one skill, shading, then lining, then this, then this, then this, then it's like one little repetitive moment over and over again. It's multiple, loads of skills on top of each other, non-stop. Obviously all the needles, all the ingredients, all that is explained. Everything is parked. Underneath every single video you're going to see what I use, what I didn't use, how I use, what voltage I was using. Everything is all explained and kind of mentioned. So yeah, that is what is done. Maybe, how does it look like? Just like the glare, I have loads of lights in the studio, 2 of them, 2 big lights. Because when we tattoo, we want to have a nice light. But yeah, all this is really nicely filmed, really documented. Man, if I was at your level and I would want to really experience this, I would be so happy. Yeah, this is on school. I'm probably going to put a link in bio so you can see what's actually there. But I wanted to make this little video to showcase what is possible, what is doable, and in there I'll show you the steps to get there. It makes every client like, huh? You actually tattoo? Feeling. So it's a good feeling to have, good experience to have. I'll see you guys in school. If I don't see you in school, I wish you luck.